Hello, my name is Fabian Villalobos, and I'm a researcher at the RAND Corporation and professor of policy analysis at the Pardee RAND Graduate School. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about the implications of dual-use technologies on critical minerals policy and strategy. Dual-use technologies are those that are developed primarily in response to demand from civilian applications, but which also have military utility. However, in dual-use technology markets, the DoD is often a small consumer within a larger market driven by demand for commercial applications. In contrast to technologies and capabilities with limited applicability outside of warfare, such as munitions, the DoD has little leverage to shape and influence suppliers to meet specific military requirements or address national security concerns. This limits the effectiveness of the policy options available to the DoD and has implications for the overall strategy with which to approach risk management. Previous RAND research categorized risks inherent to critical mineral supply chains into three categories of risk: competition risks, industrial readiness risks, and operational risks. Competition risks can be thought of as those that threaten economic security, i.e., the ability to protect or advance U.S. economic interests in the face of events, actions, or other developments that threaten or block those interests. This may include the support of specific industries important to the U.S. economy. The DoD's acquisition system depends on original equipment manufacturers, or OEMs, to produce its platforms, equipment, and systems. This group of OEMs represents the defense industrial base, and their industrial readiness relies upon continued access to material inputs, which in turn ensures that military readiness is maintained. The ongoing Russo-Ukrainian war demonstrates the risk to operations that can arise from protracted conflict. Wars of attrition often become battles of rival industrial bases. Whoever can maintain better and more consistent production of munitions and other weaponry over an opponent is granted an advantage on the battlefield. Critical minerals, or rather the components reliant upon them, may play a part in future conflicts as they did in the past and do today. Now, what are the implications of dual-use technologies on developing a strategy to manage risks from critical mineral supply chains? Because it may find itself a small consumer with little influence, the approach of the DoD may be to reduce emphasis on shaping market behavior or investing in specific suppliers, and instead focus on becoming a better customer for civilian suppliers, while also ensuring its OEMs have access to critical minerals in foreign markets at fair market prices. To be a better customer, the DoD can decide more often to conform requirements to match the quality and performance of components that civilian markets can produce. In addition, the DoD can increase its demand signal for dual-use technologies through the use of stockpiling, increasing foreign military sales, or acquisition of larger quantities of units, spares, and replacements. The defense industrial base is dependent on civilian suppliers for its dual-use technology needs, given the regulations and guidance it must follow. However, they may or may not source their minerals or components domestically. Upstream transparency is thus a priority for risk management. In practice, individual programs of record and their program managers must oversee multiple tiers of suppliers. Whether a major defense acquisition program or a commercial off-the-shelf solution, it is at this granular level that changes must be implemented. Program managers, or PMs, must be educated on issues of foreign dependence on critical minerals, which components or subsystems in their programs are most at risk, and must be cognizant of the options for risk management. Program executive offices, which oversee multiple programs of record, and also play a role in coordinating risk management efforts across programs. In an ideal situation, training of program managers would include emphasis on critical minerals, thereby ensuring all programs and their PMs are prepared to manage the associated risks. In reality, the DoD may find that prioritizing certain programs that are most vulnerable or most crucial to operations could be a faster pathway to reducing risk and uncertainty. This may involve the review of operational plans for specific scenarios and theaters. However, the DoD should take actions that do not disregard the uncertainty inherent in future conflict. Instead, the DoD should take a robust approach to managing risk across a number of scenarios or theaters. Trying to match the production capacity of countries of concern like China, Russia, and others using piecemeal investment tools will be difficult. However, the risk complicated by dual-use technologies may be managed if the DoD can increase its demand signal, align its requirements with the civilian sector, and accept that foreign reliance on allies and partners is a different risk qualitatively than foreign reliance on countries of concern. Thank you, and I look forward to discussing these issues and more at the workshop.